Hey everybody, it's Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. We're making some strides. Last episode, what did we do? We finished the set of buildings we need to process refined copper, but we're waiting on refined copper before we can complete the construction. And yeah, we got the construction parts. Just waiting on refined copper. So that's a little frustrating. But we're about to send the ship off. We brought the ship back in, unloaded a ton of crude oil. We set up a bunch of storage tanks. So we're good to go there. We've got, I hope that's plenty of crude oil on the island and running that through processing. This processing is likely backed up because we can't get rid of the sour water here. Think what is going on here? We can't get rid of the acid. So the acid is backed up until we can get um yeah, until we can build the electrolysis machine. Anyway, meanwhile, we've got some diesel production still going on here, kind of low tech style. We have 48 in storage. It's not great. We talked about this episode maybe looking to the advanced power generation. And it looks like that's going to be based mostly on coal, right? It's steam power. So we're going to burn coal, feed that to create steam, push that steam through a turbine, and we're going to get some power out of that. Let's see, what is this? Power generator. Okay, that's the cost. This is the turbine that's going to have to drive the generator. Now, the issue here, as I mentioned towards the end of the last episode, is I think the oil is actually infinite. And we just got to send the ship out to the oil rig to fetch it. But the coal may be finite. Now, if we've got a lot of coal here underground, we got to do some digging. That's going to take some work. Do we have more coal on the island? Let's just see. We do. We got a bunch over here. That's going to be a little harder to get at. Yeah, it's going to be a little harder to get at. We got to complete our little ramp over here. And we're starting to get the ramp built a little further. I think right now this is mostly slag. Once we start going for the underground ores, this ramp should get completed and we'll need more landfill. In fact, I thought we set one up over here. Yeah, we did. Not sure if this this looks like there's some stuff being built here. I guess we could go level with this instead. Why don't we? Because if it's ramped up, I can't really use the land. Not that I would even use this land ever, but let's do that. So anyway, before we do, this episode, we'll send the ship out in search of copper so we can complete this setup. We'll give some thought to the other power generation. We'll probably set it up. And then we'll just keep an eye on everything else. When scale up the copper, right? We want to scale up the production here. And then we'll think about, getting creative with conveyor belts to reduce truck routes. I'm not sure how much of that I want to do. It looks kind of corny. I'm not sure where I put these here. Loose storage. I think this is meant to fill up here. So we've got some odds and ends to take care of. Let's just dive in. I'll hit play. And just what I talked about. Let's see if we can clear this or fix this dumping designation and maybe make this level. So I'll just right click and drag to remove all that. And then I got it selected. Can I just say, hey, make all this 2, or will it not want to do it? I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out. And that would probably be fed by coal once we start going underground. Over here, let's see. Just thinking, is there anywhere else we want to expand the island? I suppose we could mine this flat if we wanted to. These hills and just level this off and expand the footprint of the island. But let's wait till we get more diesel, or we have a real secure supply of diesel. All right, now let's go send our ship out. We're good. It's fully fueled. And let's take a look at the map and see how we want to go. This is a dead end because of the pirates. So it's too bad we can't go pick up some oil and then head off somewhere. But let's go explore here. Again, we're mostly looking for pure copper. So off goes the ship. Research tree. We haven't looked at that in a while. Let's take a look and see. Is there anything we need to research? We've got it all turned off. We're at 21 out of 45 trucks. So we've got this vehicle management, or we've got transport balancing, or we've got synthetic rubber. That is actually being researched. Okay, so we're doing okay. That's kind of a dead end on the tech tree. And I think it's just these two things left, the transport balancing and the vehicles management. And then I think that's as far as we can go in this version of the game. Still very, this is like pre-early access here. So there's a ton of gameplay here for this early of a version of the game. All right, we're starting to fill up our housing. Might make sense to put down another housing complex. We also need to think about, eventually we're going to run out of space for this. It's kind of cramped in here. I may actually take one of these out, this water collector out. In fact, now may be a good time to do it, right? These guys are all fully loaded. I'm going to take this one out. This was a mistake where I put it. And that will allow us to expand the colony out this way. I think this makes sense to do. It's done. So if it doesn't make sense, not much we can do about it now. All right. Our ship is out. These diesel generators, too, are kind of in an odd spot. I thought about putting them, I thought about running a pipe. I'll show you. We could run a pipe off of here, just coming straight down or something, and have a little string of diesel generators, or we could even do it, up here for the diesel power that we need, or that we want to the extent that we want to run or generate electricity off of diesel, we could just spin up more of these diesel generators. Now, I know early on in the Discord, some of the people who were lucky enough to get access to keys like I have been complained about having a surplus of diesel, like too much. But I imagine you could just use that for power generation and burn it off that way. We obviously don't have that problem yet. All right, location explored. We got some copper. I'm going to hooray that. Why don't we go for the gold, though? Let's tempt fate and explore some more. And then we'll come back to the island. Guessing we got enough fuel to do that. So let's see what else we can pick up. Let's see. Yeah, let's get back here and let's put in another housing thing. Eventually, we're going to have to turn on the farm we turned off. This will also allow us to do another food market. Why don't we do that while we're thinking about it? How much do these cost? Nothing. These are super cheap. Okay. And then that'll give us 200 more storage for food. So we could turn on some of these farms. This guy still has a full output inventory. Now, I don't know when it's paused, if they will actually grab that food or not, the trucks. But yeah, everybody's backed up on food. So folks have been eating healthier and eating less, apparently. Water. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking around, thinking about how we're going to expand. Here's another opportunity for belts over here, right? This was going to be coal and iron, I believe. So let's do that. Let's just get this done. I don't know if this is useful to do or not. But we thought about it, so let's finish it. Do these need the U-shaped conveyors for the ore? Looks like they do. Let's let that one, or no, that a truck can get to that just fine. So we'll get those storages built. I don't know if that's useful to do or not, to be honest. I do want more trucking. Okay, location explored. Hey, we got some more copper. Hopefully this ship can carry it all. Yeah, 215 copper. Hooray. That's the end of that string of nodes. So that was a productive trip. Let's send home. And then hopefully we can start finally in episode 30 here. Actually, it's like episode 11. We can produce our own refined copper parts. We've got a bunch of impure copper. Tempted to boost our maintenance depot, and I was just holding off because of power. Maybe we should do that now. Let's go ahead and boost for a bit. We've got plenty of material. Let's let that thing fly. We can get all our excavators and everything else finished. Oh, on the fuel depot, I want to share this. Someone had a really, really good comment. I was struggling with where to put the fuel station, right? And so I ended up putting it where we were producing our diesel. But it kind of makes sense to have it, you know, if you're going to have one, to have it centrally located, at least between your excavators. I think it mostly is going to refuel the excavators. So we may do that, have it more centrally located, because there's only one trip. It's one trip to fill it, and then to fill up the fuel station itself, and then the trucks can go everywhere to fill up the excavators. So if it's centrally located, it seems like that makes some sense. How we doing on crude? Check this out. That looks kind of sweet to me. These guys, let's just see. How is this guy doing? He still needs crude. We've got these running. So that should not be a problem. Yeah, it's catching up. So we should see diesel improve, right? We're getting maintenance. We just boosted the maintenance building. So that everything should be flowing pretty good. The pump jack should stay nice and repaired. And this, I think this 4-to-1 ratio works. How much do we have left? 7,000 roughly. That's kind of a crutch, right? We're going to need to rely on that offshore oil rig more for our crude. Here comes our goods. Research complete on synthetic rubber. Let's go ahead and research transport balancing. We'll just get this done. I don't really need it, I don't think. This guy's ready to go. He's got plenty of fuel. Let's, should we go collect more from the offshore oil rig? Whoops, I always click that guy for some reason. All right, he is just about full. Let's go grab some more. Or we could explore. What makes the most sense? If we send him off to the oil rig, we're going to want to keep him there for a while. I don't want to just bring back 300. I want him to load up. But this guy is much more maintained, so he's producing better. Let's go fetch some. Let's go fetch some crude. We've got the extra storage now. Off he goes. Tempted to put more, I'm telling you. I don't have a real good feel for how fast we burn this off. I'm a little nervous. Once these pump jacks go down, are we going to be in trouble? In fact, I could just shut these off. Maybe I will. Let's shut these down. Just so we have some recourse if we come up short. We have a little bit of reserve on the island. We'll just treat this as a storage tank. We could pause this. Are there workers here? There are. We'll let this still go. But it'll have to do it just with the with trucked oil. How are we doing here? All right. Are we going to get this built? Okay, it's built. We're just collecting impure copper. Here it comes in on this raging fast belt. It's going so fast. I can't even hardly see the pieces move. Man, that's flying. I'm just kidding. That's painfully slow. But in it comes. We're about to produce our own pure copper, and we're not using this for maintenance. Now, I could be... You know, that could be unwise. I guess let's take a minute and just look at this. This is a 1-to-1, impure to pure. And our maintenance dude over here gets twice as much maintenance parts out of the pure, right? So it is very inefficient to go with the impure copper on that. What we could do, let's see, let's think this through a bit. And it looks like, man, we might be able to have more than one of these guys going too. This is a 40-second process. So we could definitely, I think we could definitely double up our copper refinement. It wouldn't be hard to do. We could throw another electrolyzer here. Just fork on this pipe of acid and then belt. We could share a belt. We could connect up these belts. And then they could share the impure copper coming through. This is awesome. Look at this. So adding that truck and having the excavator repaired, we've got a full supply of copper coming in here. Now, someone mentioned that this is a 1-to-4. Let's see. This is a 1-to-4 ratio, sorry, between the blast furnace and the metal caster. So I thought it was 1-to-2, right? So with 8 molten metal, let's see. Not the smokestack. This guy puts out 8 molten metal every 20 seconds. This guy needs 8 molten metal every 40 seconds. That looks like a 2-to-1 to me. I think this is the right ratio, unless I'm missing something obvious. That could be. I mean, I can see it's backed up. 20 seconds, we get 8 molten metal. This guy is going to use 4, basically. 4 molten metal every 20 seconds. Or 8 for 40. So I think a 2-to-1 is the right. I mean, I could be wrong. That's right to me. All right, let's do that. Let's move towards relying on the refined copper. The first step to doing that is let's create a belt here. And just connect up this way. Is it not going to let me? You can do it. I know you can do it. And then we're going to set up another electrolyzer. We can rework the pipes. Okay, how do we need this oriented? Let's see. The little pop-up is kind of in my way. Okay, yeah, that looks like it's right. Or actually, it's kind of upside down from what we had before, isn't it? Why does this look so different? That's the pure copper coming out. I think we're like this, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Just wondering if I can get that pipe down. About... oh, right there. Then we need to split this belt. I think I can do it up in the sky here too. Why not? We'll see if that works. It does look like I've got extra molten metal here. What am I missing here? Let's we're doing on maintenance. We're actually accruing maintenance. I'm going to remove the boost here, and I'm going to boost one of these one of my metal casters and just see if I can work through the backlog of molten metal or if it just, this guy can constantly keep up. I'm kind of surprised that it's backing up, but we'll see. All right, so we've chewed through some of the backlog here. We are producing, look at all that copper we've got. That needs to be belted somewhere too, right? Probably. Let's get a warehouse put down. Let me see where the output is. I think it's over here, right? So can I make that work? How about we put a storage building? It's not super duper essential. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put a storage building down over here. I know I'm wasting a bunch of belts and stuff, but we'll make it work. All right, you conveyor. Can I get this thing up and down? This is going to be a problem. Let's see. Got a little bit of an issue here. I'm going to have to, let me move this. I want to make sure, I want to combine these two belts, basically. Let's run some belt and see how this works. Show you what I'm thinking. Black conveyor. This one's going to come out down here. I don't necessarily need this up. I'm just making sure trucks can get everywhere they can. They can get to everything from the other side. Right? So I want that, and I want this guy just to hook right in here. And now I want storage, but I want it, you know, almost in between here because I'm going to route these maintenance parts over this way. Now I could just move the maintenance depot. It's not in any special location, although it needs to be near the iron plates. So let's think about that. We got a bunch of iron plates way up there. We could get creative and belt those, you know, like crazy if we want. We got tons of building blocks, so that's not an issue. Let's go take a detour over here and make sure we're still keeping this guy loaded. Load more cargo. Make sure there's room in the oil rigs inventory to keep producing. Diesel fuel is horrible right now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm a little nervous about that. Let's turn this guy on to refined copper. I'm going to take off the impure. I'm doing that because we've got, it's all backed up in our electrolysis machine. So now we've got more refined copper we know what to do with. 145. Let's take advantage of some of that and build some trucks as well. We got plenty of rubber right now. We are going to have to do some rubber processing. That's another thing we need to do. In addition to the power generation, we could do the rubber. How are these guys? Plenty of crude still. Diesel is just not picking up. In fact, this guy's out of gas. Interesting. This guy's waiting on acid, so I must have disconnected the... Oh, I haven't hooked up the acid yet for this guy. Ooh, man, it's going to be hard. Where does that come in? That comes in over here. Can I get, let's see if I can get this hooked up. I think that'll work. We can get trucks there to build all that. I don't know what to do with this guy who's out of gas. Now, is this going to get refueled from this dude? Oh, the fuel station's empty. Oh, look at our diesel. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. All right, let's turn on these pumps again. We just don't have enough trucking to get the diesel where we need it. Oh, we may be in a real trouble, right? Because now we don't have power. I could drag this back and leverage that little diesel we have. Let's see. We'll see if things just if they recover or everything just breaks. These guys all require electricity, I think. So they may not work without electricity. Research complete. Transport balancing. Sure. We can keep doing this. Just finish out the research tree here. We don't really need those two things, but we'll do it. Yeah, we might be in trouble here with power. Yeah, these guys, somehow they're running. I don't know how they're running, but they are. Okay, that is producing a tiny bit of diesel for us. Yeah, I'm not sure how these pumps are running. We don't have that much electricity, but maybe we were able to get one of these fueled. Yeah, we got one of them fueled. So let's see if we can get the diesel to rebound here. Everything we're doing is working towards that goal. I guess we could plop down the warehouse for the copper plates. Just put it anywhere and then belt where we want to. Let's just do that. Worry about exact how we're going to belt everything creatively a little bit later. I kind of want to go up and down, but I guess we don't need to. I guess I can just come real close for this. So I still have these impure copper plates boosted. Okay, here comes our pure copper on the conveyors. This guy is going now too. Wow, those conveyors are slow. Oh. We're doing a maintenance now. We've got so many regular copper plates. I'm going to take this off, the boost off here. I know I was trying to exhaust the molten metal, and we kind of did. Let's remove the boost. Food still looks good. We got our new little community here. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we've almost got it filled up already. The beacon's off, but man, these guys are reproducing. Food supply. Let's keep an eye on this. Looks like we're in good shape. I don't know if they reduced the amount of food people are eating with this latest version or what, but we're in good shape here. Water looks great for that farm anyway. Water is not good over here, so we need to solve that problem. That's costing us unity. How can we do it? Can I get a pipe? How can I do that? I don't know that I can pipe across this guy. and hook into this water? Because we could put some water collectors over here, or we could do the electric pump. But man, electricity has been so dubious this whole playthrough. You know, I've not been well supplied with electricity. That's all me. I'm gonna load the ship. So yeah, we could do more water. We need more water. So I could pipe that from anywhere, really. I guess I can't pipe over this. So basically, here's my challenge. I want to get more water over here, this water facility, because our tank is empty. As we get more people, we need more water. But I don't want to break this chain. I kind of want to expand our colony this way. And maybe leave all this space so this guy can grow. Got a little bit of room to grow here too. So how do I get water way over there? What we could do is just put another water treatment over on this side. And then expand water out this direction. Yeah, I'm not sure what's best. Diesel is slowly recovering. Building materials look outstanding. Maintenance is not great. This should... Oh, because of power. It's because of power. So it's definitely a game of cascading negative effects. This guy is producing. Impure copper in, pure copper out. Look at that. Can you believe it? Look at all that copper. I've got more copper than I need now. That's amazing. That is amazing. We need to do rubber production. Little nervous. I guess my biggest concerns right now are going to be the crude oil. Managing that with the ship. Because this supply is going to run out. We've got 6,600. It's not bad, but it is going to run out. That will run out. And then we don't have this diesel production running really well because I guess now we're not chewing up those copper plates fast enough, which is kind of surprising. We got 143 rubber. We could always add more trucks or excavators. We know we need these. That's going to chew up 20 copper. Let's get another one built. Iron plates are not really an issue. In fact, we could even pipe those in over there. Right now, our big issue looks to be diesel and then water. Water is kind of urgent. Let's see if we can get that done this episode. What is our solution for water? I got room for collectors here. Let's pause just so I don't lose any building materials if I got to rip this out. But we might be able to put a row of water collectors here and then pipe it over. Let's see how that's going to work. This isn't a long-term solution, but it's going to buy us some time. Assuming I can hop over this building. I don't think... I might not be able to. It looks like they're not going to let me. You cannot. You shall not pass. I could do something funky like this. Right? That would work. I'll take it, actually. I'll take it. I'm going to go for this because it's going to achieve our objective. That gets us connected, and then we can... I think we can put more of these water collectors down. Assuming we can get a truck over here to build them. I think we can. Let's maybe do them one at a time. How's that sound? Once they're built, trucks won't need to go over there, hopefully. I don't think these need to be maintained or anything. But we'll want a bunch of water collectors. We could pipe around. I was thinking of putting more housing over here, right? Like that. I guess we can keep expanding in this direction. Why don't we do that? We know we need more. And then, yeah, we'll just wait for this water collector to get built, and then we'll throw down another one, and then we'll throw down another one. We are going to need to revisit our mining designations and start digging for subsurface coal. Copper looks okay. Always forget to pick the recipes on these loose storages. So we are burning through the diesel, mainly, I think, because of all the trucks that we have moving around. But yeah, someone said before that they were complaining they had too much diesel. I'm not seeing that problem. Not having that problem myself. Okay, this guy is going. Yeah, I can't believe we've got a warehouse full of refined copper. That just blows my mind. Now, sour water. So we're producing acid. Everything else in this production line that's getting us the diesel is being burned off. So the acid, when we're not processing the acid, that's the bottleneck. So we could, I wonder if I could get rid of, oh, yeah, I could dump off excess acid. Not sure how I would manage that though. Just dump it in a river. I think dump it in the ocean with the idea of just speeding up our diesel production. Or I can throw down more of this other basic diesel production. What does this guy take? This guy not even using energy. Basic distiller. We're going through coal. We could burn more. We could definitely just set up some more diesel production. Maybe over this way. Over here, actually. Here's some crude. Would that make sense? Let's leave it for next episode. We'll give that some thought. I'll give that some thought between episodes. Basically, I want to have more diesel. I'd like to see that, that full. And I'd love to have a bunch of tanks just like this instead of full of crude oil, full of diesel. So we've got a good supply on hand. That will ensure our electricity, that we've got plenty of generators and electricity able to be created. So there's two options. One is throw down a bunch of these low-tech basic distillers. They do burn coal, so that's not an infinite resource, but I think we do have a lot on the island. If we run out of coal and that's how we lose the game, then I'll be plenty happy. The other option is trying to get more production here out of this stuff. This refining and cracking operation. We could set up another one of these that just throws away the acid, throws away everything but the diesel. Let's look at this production chain real quick before we go. Okay, yeah, the crude comes in with steam, then we get heavy distillate and heavy gas. Then we take the heavy gas, and that gets us the heavy gas plus more steam. It gets us 9 diesel and sour water. So we could set up another one of these and throw away the sour water. Is that efficient? It gets us 9 diesel. For 9 barrels of oil, it looks like. Right? But we got to have steam, so we still got to burn coal. This gets us 6 for 12, and we're still burning coal too. So maybe I'll look at this between episodes. I'm going to pause it here and see see if it makes sense for us to either throw down some more basic distillers or throw down another facility here where we're doing the cracking, but then just throwing away the sour water and the different distillates that are produced because we just don't seem to need them for copper plates. We've got a ton. At least right now we do. So I'll take a look at that between episodes. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Enjoy having you here on this journey of Captain of Industry Season 2. We're off to a much better start. We're beyond the start. We're off to a much better operation than we did in the Season 1. Got a surplus of food. The last season we starved out. Everything's looking pretty good. The population's growing a little bit out of control. We've got 72 workers available. I don't need them. And we're kind of busting at the seams a little. So we'll see what we do there. But food looks great, like I said. We're going to have to get into the subsurface mining. We haven't done that yet this episode, or this season, I should say. Last season, boy, we did a lot of subsurface mining and we mostly got dirt. So we may want to start in on that soon and build up our fleet. But again, I think the most important thing right now is diesel fuel, securing that, and then indirectly the electricity, making sure we're producing enough electricity. Those are the two big problems I see right now on our island. So we'll pick it up next episode. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.